Today I've got a very easy pencil colouring technique to share with you. Hi there, it's Therese from Lostinpaper, and I've got this sweet stamp from Altenew. It's Mini Delight called Bold Bloom, and I'm going to be doing a really easy pencil colouring technique today. So first I want to stamp this image out, and I've got some Lagoon cardstock here, so I'm going to be colouring on coloured cardstock. Now this is a really great way to use your pencils. It gives you a different look and it's fun to do. Very simple too. Alright, so this is a new stamp, so I have prepped it with an eraser and I'm stamping it with some baby pink ink onto the lagoon, and that's purely just to really give me a outline that I can colour within, and you'll see why I did this in just a minute. But first what I want to do is test my colours, and I do this off to the side. So I always keep a scrap piece of the colour that I'm colouring on off to the side, and then I can test my pencils. Now I wasn't really happy with the way the pinks looked directly on the lagoon, so what I did was actually add a base layer of white pencil, and I like that much better. So what I'm doing here is exactly that again. So each petal I'm going to colour it separately, because then I can do my shading as I want to do and as I would normally do. But I'm adding the layer of white pencil and then bringing my colour on top, and I'm actually coming back and forth. So I might do the darker pink and then add the lighter pink and then come back in with the colours again. And I find with these pencils in particular, and you could use any pencils that you have, I'm using Prismacolor pencils here. With the Prismacolors, because they're a wax-based pencil, they do blend themselves together. I don't like to use products like Gamsol or anything to sort of blend the pencil when I'm on coloured cardstock. Generally speaking, I find I don't like the look of it as much, but you could always test that off to the side, and if that's the look that you're going for, you can certainly do that. So I have listed all the pencils that I've used over at my blog, because it is hard to see which ones they are here in the actual video. And this Lagoon cardstock is an Altenew cardstock, so they do have A4 cardstocks that they sell at their store, online store, and they are the same colours as the inks and their other products that they make. So if you're into mixing and matching your products, it's a really great way to go. And I've used their cardstocks for years now and really enjoy the quality of them and the colours. They're always pretty, especially the nice bright ones. And I really like the gradient cardstocks that they've got now. I'm using them all the time. So this is actually part of a blog hop with Altenew, and I'll put the link in the description below so that you can see what other people have been creating with this stamp. It also has a coordinating die, and I just love mini stamps in the fact that they're really versatile and very affordable, and you can do so much with them. So they are awesome in a clean and simple design like what I'm doing today, and you can really make it pack a punch and just be the focal point. You can also create your own backgrounds and do a more subtle approach, and any colors that you want in any style that you want. They really are versatile. I have added some greens here for the leaves and didn't bother colouring each of the little veins, because what I'm going to do now is come in and heat emboss some white embossing powder over top. So I did deactivate the paper just using my powder tool and using my embossing ink. I kept my stamp in the MISTI while I was colouring so that I could come back and do this afterwards. And that's why I did the pink outline to begin with, because I didn't want to have to colour around the embossing, and I find that sometimes the Prismacolor pencils can stain the embossing, and this is a great way to get around that. I also came back in and embossed a sentiment. There is 2 little sentiments in this stamp set, and I used the sentiment that had Sweet Friend. So I really did keep it very clean and simple today. I did support the back of this panel because it warped slightly with the heat embossing. I added just a piece of scrap white cardstock to the back of this. I'll often do this just so that things don't get bent in the mail. And then I added some fun foam behind that so I could pop it up on the front of a top fold card. So don't forget to head to my blog, and if you haven't already, it'd be awesome if you could click on the thumbs up sign to let me know and let YouTube know that you like this video. And if you haven't already, subscribe by clicking on the bell icon. I'll be back again real soon. Till next time, happy paper crafting. Bye.